Sophie. Hey, bud. Sophie. Bird. Afternoon, everybody. It's us. It's us. Hey, bird. What do you think? Looking a bit thoughtful, bird. Looking a little bit thoughtful there, bird. What doing? Lots of flathead thinking going on today. Oh, bird, bird, what you got? Bird, bird. What? Bird, what do you mean? Arrow, hey. Hey, hi, mum. Bird, 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 bird. Sophie. Oh. Yeah, not so cold, but wet. It's really gooey outside. Just, ugh. Everything's squelchy and wet. Hey, bird. What doing? What do you reckon? Well, at least Big Pond isn't haunted today, so that was something. That gave me quite the willies yesterday, actually. Yeah, back's fine now, Tar. Yeah. Yeah, have managed to not really do it yet. So. Oh, okay, Bert. Okay. Well, what happened is the Big Pond froze over, and I switched the pond pumps on because there's a pump in the bottom of the pond, pumps water up and out, UV treats it, puts it through a filter, and it drains back into the pond, you know, keeps the pond clean. And I switched the pond on, super hard, thank you. I switched the pond on from the house, waited a couple of minutes, came outside to check on it, and it was making this really weird sort of like creaky, groany noise, like really weird sort of Silent Hill levels of like spooky weirdness. And what it was the water level going down slightly, but of course the sheet of ice was moving, and it was making like this weird like creaky groaning noise. And at the moment I put a stick through the ice, the sound went away. But for a couple of minutes I was full spook. I was really like, oh, what's going on? This is really creepy. Bird, what do you think? What thinks Bird? It was not well oiled. No, it was a really weird noise. It was a really creepy sound. Especially when you couldn't hear. It sounded like it was coming from over there somewhere, but it sounded like it was coming out of my ear. I know, so brave. My struggle. I couldn't make out whether it was coming from like the pond or the hedge that's behind the pond, or like the clump of trees that's back here. Like there was rustling in my undergrowth, and I was not enjoying it. I was not into it at all. Big brave boy, that's me. Yeah, see, stick once again solved everything. Oh, okay, Bird. See, you're ripping all this off too early. Hey, sheep, you're ripping it off too early, Bird. I mean, come the springtime, you're gonna want all of this. You're gonna, I'm gonna end up bringing in you because someone's pulled it all away. Rustling in my undergrowth, yeah, it was not a good feeling. Not the good sort of rustling in my undergrowth, the bad sort of rustling in my undergrowth. Yeah, it definitely felt like Pyramid Head o'clock around here yesterday morning. Nest fest, nest fest, nest fest. Nest fest increases. Oh, see, we've got the long hop here as well with the micro stick. See, I'm gonna have to pull all the way back to get all of that in. No, I know what you mean. It's one of those things. There was a thing a little while ago of like typing like 2 or 3 words and then letting your autofill do the rest. It was something like, this year I hope, and then you just hit the autofill for the rest of it. And my autofill was something like, this year I hope, bree, 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 bird, 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 bree, bree, bree. Something just like, oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. What do you reckon, bird? Well, yeah, I agree. She can fly in. The aviary is big enough so that she can fly around in, definitely. Aviaries have to be a certain size, so your bird can fly and turn in the air and that kind of thing. The reason why Sophie's in here in the first place is that she is an imprinted bird, and she wouldn't make it in the wild. She wouldn't survive in the wild. She was hand-fed by humans, so she thinks that humans are her friends rather than something to be avoided, and someone to be avoided. Sup? Hey, chums. So she lives with us in this aviary. Custom built for your needs, bird. What you got? Bird. We spicy? A little bit. We're korma spice today, I think. Getting a lot of bum checks. You notice bum check frequencies coming up as well. We're getting... Bum checks are becoming a thing. In the bird, checking the old undercarriage. Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel the same way, right? Sophie? What? Yeah, what? And we've got soup today. Soup of the day. Oh no, really? Oh, come on, Periscope. Yeah, soup of the day is mostly mealworms with blueberry. So, yeah, there's that. Chunky. It seems Periscope just has a mind of its own sometimes, I think. I swear that sometimes it's... There's a lot of food on the floor again, bird. I'm gonna have to filter all that out again, aren't I? Lucky old Bowdy. Lucky old Bowdy. So shovel it all into a bucket and rinse it out. Vacuum. We've also got some very thin soup in this bowl as well. I mean, I don't know whether that... Does 3 mealworms in a bowl qualify as soup, or is that just 3 mealworms in a bowl? I don't know. I mean, it's a broth. Yeah, it's a broth. I mean, where does stuff in water in a bowl stop and soup start? That's one of the mysteries of... Oh no, that's the same old bowl. She has 2 bowls on the floor. She has like this dog bowl-y looking thing, and like that. It's actually a tray that busboys get to clear tables with. But it's nice and square and deep, so it. What? Oh, I see what's happening. There's mealworms. What you got, bird? Yes. That's it, but leave it out in the rain for a little bit. Leave it out in the rain for a few days before it comes. Yeah, drop it on the floor. I mean, why not? Why would you not? Messy dinosaur. Yeah. Hello. Speaking of bowls, speaking of baths, are we thinking about one? No. No, of course we're not. Not insane. Saw a wild having a bath yesterday in the bird bath, and it was just like, oh no, Sophie's going to have a bath now. But she didn't. She actually made the sensible option and did not have a bath. Yeah, why not? Just like forget the 5-second rule. It's the 5-day rule. Oh, hey you two. Look at this. I'd say get a room, but you have a room. The way they just quietly hang together. And all of a sudden there's honking. Just the way it goes from chill hang to honk like so quickly. There you go, bud. Yeah, I know what you mean. It is a relief that they are chums and they can live together quite happily in their enclosure, because yeah, it would be a right pain if they weren't. I can hear honking in the background. There's some very distant emails coming in. Hey! Hi! Bird. Tiny stick. This stick is tiny stick. Okay. We over at the walk tube. Fair enough. See, I'm going to come all the way over here. That's it, bird. Get your head right in there. There's the honking. Well, Nestfest starts. Nestfest late March, I would have thought. You start getting the first sort of tickles of Nestfest. How should you get your steps in? Now she can't get toward 3-1 from the warp tube. Ah, hang on. There's zooms now. Can she see the female? No, and she's just zooping. Yeah, bird. Okay. Enough weird top gear low passes. What? Yeah, what? Bird. Yellow ball on the floor. Oh, what the dryer ball over here? Hang on, I've got to make sure we don't have a head-on collision. You mean the dryer ball? I'm pretty sure this was one of the things you're supposed to put in tumble dryers. Can't remember. We've had it for so long. Ducky. Yep, we've got still got Ducky. Yeah, there is a well, it's not so much specific to magpies, but with it's based on the size of the bird more than anything else. There is like a sliding scale of massage balls. Oh, really? Yeah. We bought them as a thing to sort of like put in your dryer to. I can't remember. Does it make them more? Is it supposed to make them more efficient, or it's supposed to like not wreck your jumpers quite as much, or something like that? It was the idea was that when you put a load of knitwear in the tumble dryer, you put this ball in and it made it better somehow. But we couldn't tell the difference. and we thought like, oh, maybe Sophie would like to play with it, but she does sometimes play with it, but not as much as other toys. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe it's a fluff thing. Yeah. Okay, bird. You're gonna make me dizzy. Bird, come on, dear pal. Large amounts of zoops now. Dry balls have shorter nubs. Maybe. I don't know. I'm sure we bought this as like a pack of 2 things to put in your washer or your dryer or something like that. Yeah. Jalfrezi spice. I think we might have gone to Jalfrezi. Yeah, it might be Jalfrezi alert. I have had a few head-on collisions with Bird. Yeah, I have had a few. A couple of times she's crashed into the back of my head while I've been doing things in the dark, and a couple of times there's been an unscheduled bird face interface. Not very often. I think only like once or twice. But yeah, there's been a couple of times I've turned around and copped a magpie in the face, which is. Bird. It didn't really hurt. No, it was more the shock of it more than anything else. I think we were both a bit like, what just happened? That was weird. None of us are hurt. Sort of thing. Yeah. Bird. What has Bird? What's these? What you got? Bird. Sophie. Oh, okay. Well, that was there we go. That was 15 seconds of Sophie. Okay, I'm going to stop changing cameras because it flips everybody out, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, she was doing okay, but then she went. Jay in your garden, brilliant! Yay, Jays are ace. Super spooky birds, but they are very cool. Very elusive because they're so easy to spook. Actually, so easy to spook. He says, pointing a camera at a very spooky magpie. Bird. What? Yeah, what? Bird. He listening back to work. Yep, another feeling. She can see something. Can't see what she's looking at though. Can't see out there what she's looking at. Just all sorts of things make her go pointy. Just that's not so much a scared pointy. That's just I want a piece of whatever that is. Pointy. The ghost from the pond. Sadako coming out of my pond. I don't know what it is. I can't see what she can see, but something's. International Hot Air Balloon Week. That would that would do it. Oh yeah, there's definitely different pointies. Like this here is just an inquisitive. I want to know what's happening over there sort of pointy. You can tell because it's not super thin as well. Like the scared pointies are a lot thinner than that. She does occasionally get scared. The thing that she's never been able to come to terms with is the bin van, is the dust cart, the I don't know what different countries call it, but the large mobile compressor truck that your dustbin gets emptied into every week or every other week. She really hates it because it's big, like flat, yeah, like garbage truck, that kind of thing, yeah. It's big, makes loads of sort of like hydraulic-y noises, has orange flashing lights on the top of it, and you can't see all of the truck, but you can just, if like, like that there is the line of our gate. So anything that's higher than that line, you can see from where we are now. And so you can just see the, like, that tree there is on the roadside. So you can just about see the truck as it comes down the road. You can see like maybe a foot of its roof and the orange lights. And that flips Sophie out. She's never really come to terms with that as an object. She has been in the house, yeah, for the first sort of 9 months when we had her. She was in the house with us. She lived inside the house, which is pretty spicy considering we had 5 cats at the time. Are we inside? We're inside. Oh, okay. What's going on here? If something really spooks her, if something really gives her the heaves, she just comes in here. She knows that if she comes in here, nothing can get to her, and she can't see it anymore. So she's like, right, if I can't see it, it can't see me. This is fine, and she'll just pop in here. But very rarely now does she do that. The only time she'll do it is if a new cat comes into the garden, she might do it. But a lot of the time, she realises as well that if she stands on the ground in the middle of her aviary, nothing can reach her. Nothing's arm is long enough to be able to get to her or anything like that. So if she does like a low-grade scare, she'll just stand on the floor and just go, I can see you, sort of thing. But if she does a proper big scare, she'll come in here. But you can always tell when it's a scared when she comes in here, because she'll fly directly in here. She doesn't even really land on this deck here. She just flies straight in. Like, nope, she just nopes out really hard. Yeah, well, birds do bathe. Yeah, what happens is that the feathers are covered with an oil that makes them waterproof. Well, not waterproof, but water resistant. And the grooming that you see a bird doing is partly to redistribute that oil from a little gland that is at the back of their tail, at the bottom of their spine. And so when you see them sort of in water having a big old spin and a flop around, what they're doing there is they're washing mud and things from their feathers. Like, some birds will bathe in sand as well. Like, some smaller birds will, if you leave a little tray of sand out, they'll do the same thing. Stop talking about my glands. Don't tell people about my glands. They'll also have a sand bath as well. Some birds, like budgerigars, do it, I think. Where they'll have a flop around, but just in sand. And that's the same sort of thing. They get a bit of grit in their feathers. Oh, okay, all right, smooth. That was good. Burrowing owls, yeah, owls do it. Sparrows, oh, cool. Switch the spotlight off. There we go. Yeah, I know, it's adorable, isn't it? No. We don't leave sand out for our little birds because there's nowhere we could leave it that we wouldn't be worried about cats, because they are quite vulnerable while they're sand bathing. So we would worry about, and also I'm pretty sure the neighbourhood cats would just wee in it as well. Oh, the bucket full of owls is so great. The bucket full of owls is amazing. That's a hell of a thing. Oh, let's see. Hang on. Come on, autofocus. Don't fail me now. God damn it. Gutted. Right, come on then, gang. Let me do the lolly stick thing, because I've got to get something to eat, and then All right, girls, settle down. And then return to work. But can you join me? Can you at least help me out a little bit? No? Okay. All right, gang. There we go. All right, gang. If you just stumbled across this on Periscope and you'd like to, hey, good luck with that presentation. Hope it goes okay. If you just stumbled across this on Periscope and you'd like to follow Sophie on Twitter, her Twitter handle is @BreeSophieBree. And there's also a Discord linked from her Twitter profile if Discord's your thing. Or if you prefer, you can always just Google Sophie the Magpie. Alright, thanks everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow for another micro. Bye for now.